cozy. Everything was so fabulous.
2 days.
Come on.
2 days after that, I had no clue. I mean, at that time, things were bad. But anyway, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Looking absolutely
fantastic. Thank you. Now you just, Yani, you're aging with grace. The gray looks so good.
No. Silver fox.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yes.
Silver fox.
You good?
I'm good.
What you are?
Yeah.
Good.
What's going? Oh, what?
Show started.
Oh, hi.
Hello, guys. How are you doing? The show is about. It started anyway. So, quick one. Allow me before I start the show to say something. As a country, we are taking our peace for granted. I would like to urge each and every one of us to live in peace, love, and unity. Let's not take our God-given peace for granted. Let's love one another. Let's be one. Let's just be easy. Abusing each other, trying to kill each other is not right. I urge you today, live in peace, live in love. Speak the right words. Remember, if you take peace for granted, we will one day be crying to have our peace back. And at that time, it may be absolutely difficult. So I do hope each and every one of us from today will understand that we are one nation. You have nowhere to go. If we ban our country, let me tell you, we will perish ourselves. Let's love one another. Guys, peace. I love you all. We have watched Kaleche, niko na show. See you later. We relax.
Okay.
Kuna food ni nini hapo sawa sawa? Okay.
The RB Live Show, brought to you by Golden Pal Properties on Beadwood Suites.
Well, the independent woman, is she an endangered species? Well, people talk about the independent, but who is an independent woman? Leo ni kumoto. Let me tell you, every man must tune in. Every independent woman must also tune in. Let me tell you something. An independent woman has been described in many ways. She's the six-figure salary, iPad, iPhone carrying, Mercedes-Benz key carrying, and sitting by the poolside, high authority in the corporate world. Is that the independent woman? I don't know about you, but what I ask you to do is share this on your own. Leo Nikonoma. Let me tell you, today we are going to deal with this elephant in the room, Nikubaya. Wacha nikwambie ukweli. So please, what about men? Is it true that you fear independent women? Kama ni ukweli, tafadhali just share this on your wall. Give us your comments, please, because today we want to dissect this thing without fear or favor. And independent woman, is it true that you are men or the men fear you? And why do they fear you? Please, let's engage me. Share all your comments. If you've had an experience, please tell us. Men, it is said, fear independent women. But why fear? Can't we step up to the plate? Is it because they earn too much? Some say, by the way, that independent women ni kichwa ngumu. I don't know how true that is. I want all of us to discuss this thing. Men, even if you have to use a fake account, come and tell us why you fear the independent woman. Please, it's nothing to sweep under the carpet. Today, we are going to deal and tackle this elephant in the room, the independent woman. And many people have different versions of who an independent woman is. And by the way, men, it is true that men avoid, they see them and admire them from afar. You love the power. When she walks in with the high heels, tack, 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 and then, holding the iPad and going to give a presentation in the boardroom, the men are like, ooh la la, there's that excitement of that powerful woman. But the key word is, we seem to enjoy that from far. But the funny thing is, when they get close to the man, we don't like the idea. We want to run away from that woman because we think she cannot be told anything. Because the independent woman actually has her money, has her car, even maybe their homes. And so you feel as a man, you are inadequate, that there's nothing you can give. But let me ask you, who said that they're all rude? But you men, the question is, maybe you're the one who is not upping your game. Can you step up to the plate? Yani ujichoche useme hata kama she earns more money than you, she may be a CEO, a director, and you're just a clerk, but you take your position as a man. And many say, oh, these women are rude and they've taken our position. But I have an idea. Maybe they have taken your position because you have abdicated. Women don't like a void. When a woman walks into a house, she wants to put everything in place. So they don't have this thing in them to enjoy a void. So if you leave your seat, she will come and take over. Men, please, you need to tell me. In fact, let me check. My phone is on charge. I want everybody, please, you need to engage me. Because let me tell you, this is a topic that is real, but we like sweeping it under the carpet. We like whispering these things. The independent woman seems to be the one who after work will go and have tea or a glass of wine, shamdo, whatever, by the poolside. And then she's there. She's there by herself. Please engage me. And why is it? Why is it that we see? Why is it that we seem to like we seem to like them from afar? We seem to like them from afar. And when they come closer, we say, no, this is not what we bargained for. And the few men who seem to be around or within the presence of the independent woman, we usually ask them a question. How are you handling? Unawezaje? Umejichocha ama umekaliwa? You got to understand that. Let's discuss. Men, why do you fear? Because it's a fact. There are many men, and as a man, by the way, I know for a fact that many men fear these women. I have talked to my friends. Some say, moto ya kuotea mbali. They say that, right? Moto ya kuotea mbali. I don't know. My guest today will help me bring down this elephant. I don't know what she's going to tell us, but let me tell you, I'm excited. But what you got to do, tell your neighbors not to disturb you. If they want to come in, don't serve your food right now, because this place is about to be on fire. Let me tell you, nikumoto. Leo nikulonzero. Is that good Kiswahili? Nikulonzero. Is that good? You ni shengpo? Amani utovi. Anyway, let me check you. Let's see what you guys are saying, because it's a topic that I know they're hush people. Let me see. My goodness. I see you. Dixon Waime, I see you. Let's see what you guys are saying. Please keep the comments coming. Keep the comments. Oh my goodness. All right. Jean Ayako from the United States. All right. Nyambura Mukora. Apparently it makes us unapproachable. I have given comments like, hey, wewe ni wa bei kali sana, wewe unakaa mjuaji sana. For me, I move on rather quickly past such. I don't even take offense. Now men, how do you call an independent woman mjuaji wa bei kali? If she's wa bei kali, up your game. Do more courses so that you can get a better job to afford to take care of this woman. If she's used to by the poolside of a 5-star restaurant, don't take her to a kibanda. Well, once in a while. We have GC Karaoke Wanjeri. The independent woman is seemingly an egotistic, powerful woman, may not be rich as men think, but they are characterized by exaggerated feminism. I don't know if that is true. Fatu Kroma watching from Philadelphia, thank you very much. Charity Doctors from Mombasa, you're listening. Kosgei Arab Chasir, and have you ever realized that the independent woman majority are sponsors? Now this guy has brought another angle. Are you trying to say independent women look for younger men? Okay, keep them coming. Gladys Mukami, thank you. Ken Murunga, not true at all, but their arrogance says a lot. Very dismissive. My goodness, please keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. Carol says, I don't fear Carlos, sorry, says, I don't fear independent women because I am a secure man. Absolutely. For a man to handle what we call an independent woman, you must be very secure. But if you're a man, when you see a woman who knows how to dress, has her opinion, has her car, even if she's coming with a 4x4 and you're coming with a Uber Select, it is okay if you're secure as a man. Let me tell you, you will be able, and I believe a strong woman will be taken in by an absolutely secure man. But why men? How many are bold enough to handle these people? Please keep your comments coming. I see Dixon Oime from Eldoret, you're watching. Evan Sababu, thank you very much. Evan Sababu says, many men easily mistake a strong woman to be arrogant, but she doesn't need to be weak to be a submissive wife. This is Mr. Evans Ababu himself. Yes, a strong woman is not necessarily arrogant. So wanaume kusema ati waona kabei wa juu, wewe siwezani, wewe ni kichwa ngumu, please up your game, man. I don't know. I see Jen Williams niko ndani. Joseph Ogudu, thank you. You're watching from Dar es Salaam. Waambia watu tafadhali waone wote. So anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Is it true that we like the idea of seeing a strong, independent woman from afar? Why do you admire them from afar, but when they come close, all of a sudden you don't admire them and you say, oh, ni kichwa ngumu. So what was the point of admiring them from afar? And when one of your boys or your friends gets with an independent woman, you call all the boys and start saying, uyo amekaliwa. Guys, let's get real. What do you want? What is a proselyum? Anyway, guys, leo Kaleche Mumo anakuja kuangusha maneno. She will help us decipher, break down this thing. Let's go back on social media. Alex Wajami, great topic, watching from where? Leta mchele tafadhali. Tunashukuru sana. Joseph Kiarie, tuned in. Thank you very much. Dennis Wandera, we fear their gossips after being supportive. Okay, Dennis Wandera has brought another angle. When an independent woman maybe is with an easier guy, maybe a guy who is not doing very well, and then they start gossiping, saying the way they're the ones who helped you. Now, if you're an independent woman, now understand, maybe that could be a reason, because that's a man saying, Dennis Wandera is saying, we fear their gossips after being supportive. Hii mdomo labda inasema watu wanasema hatutaki wakaribia, because once you support they become topics of discussion. John P. Masinde, my goodness, he has said it without fear. Most are arrogant and Jezebelic. Now, I'll bring another angle to that. Many think they're arrogant, actually. And is there a difference between arrogance and confidence? Maybe they just know who they are. They have worked hard. They have gone to good schools. And they have passed the exams, which automatically they have been given good jobs. Musembi Mheshimiwa, I respect and love a strong, independent woman. Those that fear such ladies are cowards. Wanaume mmesikia maneno. Terry Zaumi says security is the bottom line. A secure man is a sober man. Fista Frank, independent is relative with such a man, with much as a man earns. Grace Sarah from UK, watching from UK. I'm an independent woman, but I respect the role my husband needs to play at home. He loves me being independent, but I consult him for everything because he's my best friend. Jean Ayako, it takes a strong man to love a strong woman. Only a strong man is not intimidated by an independent, strong woman. Jackie Abulani, those men that fear independent women are weak men, and she calls them cowards. No, men, maneno, if you fear an independent woman, that means you are a coward. Men, do we need to up our game? Why are women complaining? If a woman is a CEO, if a woman is a manager, if a woman is a director, she did not remove you from that position. Maybe it means men have spent too much time eating nyama choma and watching football, teams that don't even know you, and you say it is your team. So when you go back to the boardroom after watching football from Monday to Sunday, and then on the following Monday you get a woman as a director, and then you say wamechukua position yetu. No, I don't think they have taken. Maybe you have just abdicated your position. And by the way, who said a woman cannot be a CEO? Who said a woman cannot be a president? Men, engage me, please. We have to bring it up. Independent women, tell me what you feel. Because here, it's crazy. You are aggressive. Let me see any more messages coming in. Okay. All right, guys, listen. Nataka kuleta Kaleche. Okay? Niko na kiti moja. Who will help me? Msolites, please, nisaidie. Kaleche yako kiche najua, lakini leta hii. Wacha tuangushe maneno hapa leo. All right. Wacha unajua mwanaume lazima apange place yake poa. So you have to set. Kaleche tafadhali, where are you?
I'm right here.
Come. Tafadhali kuja.
Wow. This is your lovely set.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Karibu sana.
Thank you. At least you're a gentleman. You let me sit first.
Uko sawa?
Niko fiti.
You look absolutely fantastic, as I was telling you in the kitchen.
Thank you.
Wait, food iko tayari? Is the food ready?
Almost.
If you want to get to a man, go through his stomach.
Got you.
It's a 5-way, thicker road, super highway.
And I got you on that.
Fantastic. Let me tell you, there's something I want to read to you right now. Yeah. And by the way, let me tell you something, guys. I'll be offering some lunch or dinner, depending if you're a hopeless romantic, it'll be dinner for two here at the Ventana restaurant. The food is fantastic. It's sizzling. It's beautiful. Let me tell you, there's a lady, Chimamanda Ngozi said, of course, I am not worried about intimidating men. Yeah. The type of man who will be intimidated by me is exactly the type of man I have no interest in. Yes. Do you agree with her?
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, because first of all, think about it. When you go back into even the Bible, what kind of man is supposed to be taking care of a woman? Woman, I am of man. Now, if I'm of you,
preach.
How do you take care of the things that belong to you? How do you take care of your shoes? You know how you dress nice, this jacket?
Oh, yeah.
You know, do you give it out to be washed in a bucket or do you take it to the dry cleaner?
Dry cleaner.
Thank you. So you take care of it because it is yours. So, of man, I am waiting to be taken care of. Now, if this person is intimidated, obviously he's intimidated because of his insecurities. So this person is afraid because they won't be able to deliver what they know they should deliver for a woman of quality and of substance.
A woman of quality?
Yes.
Are you an independent woman?
First of all, I'd like us to define what is independent. What is independent to you? What does it mean? Because I think it's been really a word that has been used.
Let me tell you, how many men think she's earning her money. Yeah. She doesn't need the man's money. Mm-hmm. She has her car. Mm-hmm. She may even have two houses, one she's living in, one she's renting it out, and all that. Yeah. And men want to feel needed, that if you want to go to the salon, I'm not saying me, but majority, if you want to go to the salon, you need to call me. Yeah. If you want to go somewhere, I need to give you money for fuel. Yeah. And you seem to know everything. You're a PhD. And the only PhD the man has is pengine hana degree. So you have the real PhD. And the man feels intimidated.
Okay, it's good that you've defined all those things from that angle.
Some people are saying independent women are arrogant.
Okay, first let's deal with the first thing.
Yes.
Where you're saying that it's a woman who has everything and she's well put together.
Yes.
So I keep asking this question. In the meantime, when I was growing up and being told, work hard, you must fend for yourself, you must learn to take care of yourself, enough to be able to be taken care of by someone else. That's what my mother taught me. The reason being that if I am working, I want good things too. You want good things, you got good shoes. Why shouldn't I want good things?
You're not snake her to die for these shoes to be here.
I mean, really, we have, so think about it this way. While I am waiting for this person to come in my life, should I be living like a pauper?
Absolutely not.
Should I dress badly? How will I attract you if I dress badly? What will happen if I invite you to my house for dinner, but it's a little bit like a shack and I'm telling you that I am educated, that I have a good job? What will you think of me?
Go down.
That I can't take care of you in a home setting. So the fact that you are getting these things, it's that you are trained to be successful. This is what we have brought up our children to be like. This is what we have been brought up to be like, to be successful, to go and get our own. Because remember, we came from a generation, particularly for me, we came from a generation where women depended on the men, our mothers, and yet when situations hit the fan, it was still up to the woman to fix. Hence why many say she's like the neck. She fixes.
Absolutely.
She helps the man find direction. So I think any man should be happy to find a successful woman. I don't like the word independent because we depend on each other and on so many things in life. You depend on this crew to shoot this show.
Yes.
Okay?
The best crew.
Yeah. Big up to the crew.
You know what I'm talking about?
You depend on this lovely hotel to give you this place to shoot. We depend on each other to have this relationship. I've come here because it'll build my brand as I talk about things that matter to me, and it makes your show good.
Absolutely.
Everything is connected. We depend on each other. And we depend on God.
Absolutely.
Now we put him first, and then we look at where we are going with this. So, second thing you've talked about is being arrogant. Now, if you look at me and you look at me and say, oh, she's well put together, she dresses nice, first, that is not wrong. It is my prerogative to look nice. Because when I look nice, I feel nice. I'm not doing it because Burale will see me and think I look nice. By the way, sorry.
But you look nice.
But it wasn't for you.
But you look nice.
Thank you. But
you look nice.
But it was for me.
You look nice.
It was for me. And so there's nothing wrong with looking nice.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being able to buy what you can afford.
Yes.
Stay in your lane. I think a lot of men and a lot of people who hit on me are not in my lane.
Goja, if you've been hitting on her, the majority of you need to up your game. Amesema,
It's true.
you're not, stay to your panya route.
No, I mean...
You're being honest.
I'm being honest.
Yes.
And it's okay to be ambitious.
Can I be the devil's advocate?
Yes, be.
Who is in your lane? Which kind of man is in your lane?
He's sitting right here. Anyway, so... as he feels hot for himself. Anyway,
Yes.
at the end of the day, a lot of people will end up saying this, and a lot of men will do this because they feel that they are inferior. Now, that is your own problem. That is your mind that has created this problem.
Hold that thought for a second. But we cannot be lost on the fact that there are some women who earn good money, don't need a man really for material things, but the truth of the matter is some are very arrogant. Some.
That is true. Can I say what I think about that?
Yes.
I think it's really back to how you were brought up. And I think that kind of a woman who will try and flaunt and show you that her money is working for her and she doesn't need you, yet she chose you and committed to you. That woman, even if she didn't have that money, even if she didn't have that PhD, would still be the one saying, "Ata kwa kina nani wanaina wewe uletangi." She'll still be the same person. It's a personality flaw.
Issue.
It has nothing to do with success.
So basically, maybe money and power brings out the real you.
Well, for some, yes, you could say so. You could say so.
Okay. Some men say the women are heartless. What do you think is one of the components of an independent woman that the man is decoding as heartless?
I think it's the fact that she knows herself.
Yes.
And the fact that she knows what she wants. Now, I've had this problem personally, where if I meet a guy and we'll get to talking, I don't believe in wasting time. I believe in let's get down to the basics. What are you looking for? What am I looking for? Or what is it that your heart desires? Let's put it that way. And the minute that I speak my mind, that I'm looking for someone who's God-fearing, I'm looking for someone who, you know, likes certain things like I do, or has certain interests and is driven, well-dressed. I mean, it's what I like. The heart goes for what it goes for.
Well-dressed, right?
Yeah, okay, get over yourself. Okay. Get over yourself. Tell this man to get over himself.
Well-dressed.
Okay, stop. So, you know, you'll say, I'll say the things that I like and the things that I'm looking for.
Yes.
And I'll tell them, like, right now, where I am now, at my age now, I'll be like, I'm not looking to be anybody's girlfriend. I'm looking to be in a relationship that will lead into a marriage that will be one that we can grow old together.
Sure.
Now, are you intimidated by that line?
No.
But there are many who will be. Why? Because that's not the stage they're in. And when I say lane, I mean because of that. You're not there. That's not what you want.
I mean, a lady here, she's very successful. You're successful.
Thank God for that.
And your success, some men would call it independence.
Exactly.
But now, what I'm hearing from her, and I'm sure she's speaking on behalf of very many successful women, is that right now she's not in a school playground. If a man approaches you, you want future.
Yes.
Not small games.
I don't have time for games. I tell people I don't do games. I'm not that person. And I've never been, actually.
Yes.
Even from a younger age, in my 20s, I've never been. I've been very focused on what I want. But I was made feel that that was something wrong. That it was wrong to be that focused. That there's something wrong with you. You're kimbelembele. Why do you know? So, my question to you as a man is, do you guys want someone who's blonde and doesn't know themselves?
I don't.
Because I think we're supposed to be looking for a whole person. So if I come whole and you come whole, then we create something together. I'm looking to see somebody who's willing to stand up and say, whatever it is you're doing, that's your job. And it doesn't define the kind of person I am, you know, because there's perception, yeah? You see me on the screen, you hear me, you think, oh, she's like this, she's like that. Again, for people in media, unfortunately, they're characters that we are forced to play. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're the one. But if you meet me the first time, you talk to me 2 seconds, and because I'm poised and polished, you decide, oh, you see, you haven't even given me time to get to know who I am.
Somebody saying, Apostle James Kings, I cannot stand a woman who whines, lacks identity and direction. I celebrate one that is independent, but respectfully understands their boundaries. Fantastic.
That's a human being. Any human being who understands their boundaries. Any human being who is respectful. It doesn't matter whether you're talking to a person of the opposite sex or a person you work with, a colleague and a fellow dude. you must be respectful. You must know your limits and boundaries. So that is a human nature trait that is missing in a lot of people.
Can I tell you what some men say?
Yeah.
You get this independent woman. The guy comes home at 7. The wife is in a boardroom meeting until 10 because the shareholders want some reports tomorrow morning at 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
So there's nobody to cook the food. And they quote the richest woman in Africa who said, when I go home, I'm not a CEO. Margaret Thatcher, Iron Lady, who made the men shake. And she said when she gets back home, she'd even polish her husband's shoes. So independence doesn't mean arrogance. But having said that, let me speak for some men here. Having said that, some men say, the wife says, just fix something because I have a meeting, I'm meeting the directors. What do you say about that to the men?
I think,
and as you think about that, Felix from Nairobi is saying, I'm dating this girl who is also one of those, wale wale.
If you're talking about a woman like that, you've got a problem.
Skia, one of those independent women, she always has too many demands and it's draining. She is high maintenance.
Then why are you with her? If you have a problem and if you can write about her like that, I mean, if I was dating someone, you wrote about me like that, but it's over.
Saying those women,
it's over. Because why are you there? Why are you enjoying something that you know you can't sustain?
Yes.
That is, of course, first of all, very wrong. But you've mentioned about how a woman will say she's in a board meeting, please fix something. Okay, one, we're assuming that you have either married somebody or gotten into a relationship with somebody who you have taken the time to know what it is they do for a living and you're okay with it. A lot of times people get into relationships and pretend that they're okay with stuff and they're not. Now that's where we go wrong.
Yes.
Start the way you intend to continue. Start the way you intend to finish. If something changes along the line, I believe as a couple, you should sit and deliberate. Look, I'm about to get this promotion, but this is what it means. What do I want as a woman for our relationship? If I'm feeling that this is a good career move, is it good for us in a relationship or is it good for me? Because if I'm with you, then it should be good for us. It's a discussion.
Yes.
And then we can decide what to do. Secondly, if at all
preach, sister, preach.
Are
Wanja Agi.
Hi, Wanja. If at all you are a CEO or you are a prime minister, you decide what the rules will be of engagement. See, I'm the boss. I do not take board meetings after 4 o'clock. I've gone home to my family. Goodbye. Set the rules, work within the rules. I know very many powerful women in positions that you cannot believe. But the way they've arranged their time, it's very clear. I'd rather come to work early in the morning because it's easier for everybody and because everybody's waking up early.
Yes.
But then by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, that person, everyone in the office knows these are my terms. I put it in my contract. I will leave at X time because I need to be with my family. So it's a decision and it's a personality situation.
I'm sure many men are pleasantly surprised listening to your foundation right now. But speak to that lady. And because not all men are bad and some their backs have been pushed to the wall, whereby truth be told, this independent, powerful women, some, I have to be very careful, successful, will tell the man, listen, if I come home early, who will feed you? What about that man? Sorry, in fact, I'd forgotten this. What about that man who started off well? And maybe along the way, he lost his job. He went on hell and high water. And then as the lady, you remained with your 6 figure. Maybe the man was at par. Then things happen. He lost his job, and now he's gone through that stage. Of course, now he's feeling inadequate because men are ego. But some of these ladies, talk to some of the ladies who now use their power and financial abundance and to put the man down. And so what that does, like now you've spoken, and there are some men now saying, you mean successful women can be such gracious? Now speak about that woman who will put the man down because of her position, because of her financial elasticity, and is not helping the cause for successful women.
Okay, to that woman, first of all, I think you're in the relationship for the wrong reason. Because I personally believe in love so much, and I believe in love because love comes from God. Okay? And if you really love the person you're with, there are things that you will do to compromise because your man is king. Okay? If he treats you like a queen, you make him king and you make that empire. When that empire is attacked, it is your job as queen to make your king always feel that no matter the defeat, he is still king and he can triumph. Now let me explain. So you're in this situation. Yes, he will always be king. You're in this situation where things have gone wrong and he's not adequately able to provide like he was and he's struggling. You need to be able to enable him to deliver and feel like he is king, because his ego is first, the biggest thing that will control the man. How could you do that?
As you say that, if I'm that guy, you are that chick.
Start to have this conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, if we go to a restaurant, and we are going as couples, me and you're a couple.
And maybe we're double dating.
Yes.
And so, of course, it has to look okay.
Would you give me the money to pay the bill?
I would have already done that at home. Would have done that at home.
Why
I would have done that at home, man. You know why? Because I think the most embarrassing thing is to forget that we're a team. And the team must never ever show its dirty linen. It must never ever look weak in any position. The team. You must be a team. So if you didn't have the money for dinner, and let's say I'm not saying, oh, we've been invited for this dinner, what do you think we should do?
Yes.
The first thing is I must ask you, what do you think? And then if it's a dinner that you really want to go to, say I want to go, and hopefully we are at that friend relationship where you can be honest and say, but the way it is today, then I'll say, you know what? Here, you use that. Use the card. You have my PIN number, you use it, you pay.
You understand, there are some ladies who are successful and independent, but they still have a heart. So they are not all bad. So let's not call them kichwangumu, beyaju, you know, but also some ladies, honestly, you are kichwangumu.
No, it's true. I mean, I have seen so many. Who you even wonder what it is they were getting into that relationship for. I've seen some who will forget that they are in a relationship because now they have the money and they make it about them and their friends. They forget not only their husband, they forget their in-laws, they forget everybody else. And they decide that they'll be operating like independent solo people. And what that does is you're just telling your man, leave and go get another woman. You're asking for the divorce without speaking. You're asking for it. And if you're left at that point, my friend, guys, you did that to yourself.
You heard that. Keep the comments coming. And by the way, I said I'm going to be giving lunch for two at the Ventana restaurant. Lunch, if you are romantic, we will give you some nice dinner, of course, sponsored by Beadwood Suits. And of course, I also must thank Golden Pearl Properties Chairman Peter Mahu and the team. Fantastic guys and doing great stuff. So please keep the comments coming. Alice Roy is saying, how is it there are so many powerful women who are single?
Now that is a good question.
Let me ask you another question.
Oh Lord!
What Alice has asked. Fundi Frank, thank you. I see you.
Hey,
you know when I do my Facebook, I write Subiri ni Hubiri.
Yeah.
Fundi Frank is the one who gave me that.
Oh man, Fundi's
now,
an awesome person.
Alice Roy is saying, how is it that there are so many powerful women who are single? Men fear powerful women, but it's true. But these powerful women, truth be told, forget about when they stand there, Prime Minister, whatever. In all honesty, when they go back home, do they feel a void of not having a man? Because their power has scared men. Let's be honest. Let
me just tell you, you go home, yes, you're happy, you're comfortable, you have a nice sofa, nice TV, blah, but there's that gap, the one that God created, for me to fill into the, be the rib of that person. It's always going to be missing. You feel it. No woman can lie to you that money can substitute. I don't know. That's nonsense. You feel it. You do. And in my opinion, the reason that powerful women are single in this town, and I'll speak for myself.
Do you get lonely sometimes?
Of course. I'm human. Of course I get lonely. And then you end up finding yourself in bad situations where you've talked to the wrong person. I mean, it's natural. Anyway.
You get us what's up at 11 o'clock.
And you're like, oh, here we go. Anyway, the key is that being, especially majority of the powerful women we're talking about here, because I wouldn't say I call myself a powerful woman. I'll say I'm in Jesus' name. I say I'm influential and I have been at the forefront of everybody's face.
Yes.
And that in itself, to majority of African men, is something they fear. I've actually...
So African men fear?
They fear. I've dated, because of the tradition of what...
Have you dated Mzungu?
Not my type. But... it's not my thing. But in terms of...
Is it a Kenyan man thing? Some ladies here are saying, if it's a Nigerian brother, they don't fear.
They don't fear. They don't fear. But I mean, that's a bit overwhelming for me. But what I'm...
Hang on, Kenyan men. Kenyan men.
Waraya.
Munaogopa nini? Stop putting your tail between your legs.
So what I'm saying is, in terms of being influential and being in the media, being at the forefront, I've actually was dating someone or seeing someone who says, now you're going to go and put my stories on the radio. And I was like, bro, you're not that interesting. I don't think our conversations are for what I do. And you know, being able to differentiate a job and a person is so important. I think for me...
But can you play those... You know, when you're on a date, there's some women or men for that matter, you're on TV and then on a date, you're still the character.
I think,
so you can differentiate.
I think for me, the character that I was playing while I was on radio is so totally different from who I am.
Are your standards high?
Are my standards high?
What are the expectations of the independent woman?
Okay.
From a man. Speak to the men right now. What are the expectations? This man is saying, I would like to, but what do you expect from me?
Can I speak for myself?
Yes.
Because I can't speak for other people.
Yes.
We all like different things. Yes. For me, I think the most important thing is a God-fearing man. And then after that, I think the next thing is how you communicate, because communication, I'm a communicator. I talk about everything. I want to know everything. I want us to be able to leave our phones here and pick mine, I pick yours. It's not an issue. I'm a very open person. That's who I am.
They give you the PIN number.
Yeah, and you can have mine. So you think I'm powerful and you think I'm being hit on by everyone. Have here.
PIN number.
Take. You want? I give you.
It's like opening the vault of Sijui, the servers.
The thing is, if you have really nothing to hide and you've actually committed, the problem is people are not committed with genuine love. They're not giving themselves. But in terms of, so I'm looking for a God-fearing man, somebody who can communicate, someone who has a future plan, and someone who knows who they are and is not afraid of who I am and understands that my job is my job. And then there's Kaleche. There's Kaleche Mumo. Like I tell my friends, if I'm with you, Robert, now and you introduce me, this is Kaleche Mumo, by the tutaishana hapo. Because that is a brand you're introducing.
So I introduce who?
You introduce Kaleche. Is your friend Kaleche? Is your friend Kaleche Mumo?
I'm chilling with Kaleche.
Thank you. Because
but there's something someone has said here that I think we need to deal with.
Okay.
Somebody said, I'm a very powerful woman in the corporate world. I dated this man and he became insecure, and the only way he would prove his authority over me is by being physically violent.
That's like the worst thing.
Physically violent.
Do you know, I really wonder why a man would feel so insecure to the point that he would raise a hand on anyone. I mean, I
She's
think
saying that's the only way.
I think it's really also, this is my question.
Yes.
I keep saying we are not taking care of the boy child. Women have been mentored.
So that's where the problem is.
This is where the problem is for me. Women have been mentored. Women have been trained and taught to work hard. And this is falling back on what our mothers went through. You know, they came from the yes generation where they just accepted everything.
Yes.
So what they did for their daughters was to push them harder. I come from a family where I have 3 older brothers and a younger sister.
Say hi to them. Brothers.
Brothers,
Kaleche's brothers.
Sister, what's up? And my mother pushed me harder than any of those
And that's
boys.
why you've turned out the way you are.
And that's why
So what you're trying to say is that some of these men are paying for the sins, for lack of a better word, of being emasculated at a young age.
Thank you.
So we are not becoming boys to men, but we're just becoming boys and boys, but just growing beard.
Yes. We're just older
So
boys.
we have to take it back.
We have
Please.
to take it back. Mothers, if you have boys, please.
Schools, teachers, government, pastors, please, let's not ignore the young boys. Because the girls are being prepared well from a very young age. So the girl is growing. And so a 7-year-old girl right now with a 7-year-old boy, there's a big difference.
Very different.
So the 7-year-old girl is 7 in thought, and the 7-year-old boy could be 3.
Yes, absolutely. And this is my question to fathers. What are you doing to make sure that your son is a man? Are you just telling him, don't cry? No, move like this, do this. Are you empowering him to understand what it means to be a man? What is a man? That's your job.
The problem with the men is that we are spending too much time watching football, having nyama choma, going to wash, and men seem to wash their cars for 5 hours because the beer is still going. No, the beer is still.
There are other things which are happening at the same time.
The young boys are being raised in the wrong places.
In the wrong places. Two, the mother's hands are full. And her heart goes to the girl because that's what she remembers, what she went through. And she doesn't want her daughter to go through the same thing. Now, as a man, what do you want your son to be? Are you going to be the father who's always saying, yes, do what you want? Yeah. You're there to play. You're the fun guy. But there's no lesson that you're teaching. There should be a lesson. And it should come from you. Because I don't know how to be a man. So even if I'm teaching my son, I'll teach him the things I think that should be done, but I don't know really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to give away, before I go back, with my friend Kaleche.
Thank you.
Kaleche Mumo is another platform.
That's another platform.
Yeah, I'm with Kaleche.
Today you're chilling with Kaleche.
I'm telling you, man. I'm talking about it. So guys, even as I ask you a question, Rewel Gadhuma, Arbi, a woman with cash, poise, and polish doesn't automatically translate to independence. God created us to be dependent on each other. It's only a serpent, a typology of Satan that is independent. Juliana Jules says, boom, to your topics. Asante sana. Now, I'd said I want to give lunch for two. Or if you're a hopeless romantic, I'm going to give you dinner here at the Ventana restaurant. The food is absolutely fantastic. The question is, and this one is not a right or wrong answer, but we will give the ticket or the voucher to the most creative answer. What are the things that you'd likely get in the handbag of an independent woman?
Oh my goodness.
What things are you likely? I'm even scared of some answers that I'm going to see,
okay.
but I'll not read them out. What are you likely to get in the handbag of an independent woman?
Can I throw a spanner in the works?
Please do.
And is it any different from any other woman, the contents?
Yes.
Is it any different?
Maybe. Yeah. The other woman, you might get a job application.
Yeah. Hey. That's a young woman. Come on. That's a young woman.
So give the most creative answer. What are you likely to get? What are you likely to get in?
So do I pick the winner? Because I mean, I'm being perceived.
But we'll give you the winner. We'll tell you the winner later. Somebody saying this is the best show so far. Thank you very much. Best guest show for Annie Nyaboke Wakesho. That's Annie Nyaboke.
Hi, Annie.
Thank you very much. Nyandusi Nyachai, Coach Das, my good brother in the US. And teaching boys to be a man is not just paying the bills and taking care of responsibilities. Absolutely. It is this and then some. Yeah. And also fathers need to be vulnerable and be real with their kids on real issues. Fantastic. Anton the viewer, I see you are watching. Elizabeth Kilonzo, I love the topic. Please, I want the so-called independent woman or the successful woman. Tell us what you think. Please, the man, are you emasculated? Do you think the standards, the bar has been set too high? Too high. Some men are saying, how comes? Because the moment you are with an independent woman or a successful woman, it's like there are two men in the house. Do you agree?
Wow, I don't agree. I don't agree. I mean, I think there are women who forget their place in the home.
Yes.
And for me, it's an absolute turn on to have a man in control. Me, in fact, what I can't wait is for someone to come and handle those things. I don't want to know when the car is going for service. I don't want to have to make decisions about, gee, the bank called me. What are we going to do? Honey, what do we do now?
You want him to take control.
Yes.
Man, you're being told, and this is a problem. And I see somebody saying here, I wish they could, my goodness, she's called Karo Mudune. I wish they could transfer the Nigerian men to Kenya, give them citizenship, and take the Kenyan men to some place in Port Harcourt.
You said her name is?
Mudune Karo.
Mudune. Let me explain something to you. And this is coming from...
But is it true about this Nigerian
That's what I want to explain. That's what I want to explain. Because Nigerian men and the way they're brought up, and this is because I have Nigerian friends and they told me the truth. And these guys said, when we are trying to get a woman, the culture is that woman will make you work. Okay? She will make you work. You'll meet her today and she'll ask for your number and you'll say 07227 and walk away.
Who would walk away? The woman?
The woman walks away.
Okay.
She tells you, if you catch me another time, maybe you'll get more. And my friend, you could do that until you reach the last number. Now you start guessing.
So they're aggressive, eh?
Yeah, they have to be. And the women are very, you want me? Work. Now, if you're
Kenyan women?
Now once
0722 3455. My email is, my Twitter is.
Bas. happened or you go wrong.
Okay.
You don't make it hard for this guy to get to you. Let him work. Let him figure it out. So the Nigerian woman will do that to the man. The Nigerian woman will be taken to a shop. Will call the guy and say, please take me here. That guy cannot come to take you to a shop unless he knows he has that money in the pocket, because everything she touches, you pay. She touches, you pay. Now they make them work. Now, what happens when he marries you? Oh, you're his slave. Now you have watched Nigerian movies.
Yes.
That woman in that house suffers.
Will cook, will do everything.
She will be talked to badly because he worked so hard for you. So you want to go get married to a Nigerian man? Good for you. You go. Me, I'm staying here I'll deal with the Kenyan men. I'll deal with Kenyan, I'll deal with them.
Kenyan men need to up your game.
Oh no, absolutely. I think the other problem that we have is too many lazy men.
Men.
Lazy.
Remote. Oh, man, you tinietu.
And
you don't even have shares.
And you don't want to put any energy in this relationship.
Yes.
And you're thinking, oh, okay, because she works so hard, she can do all the work.
In fact, before you go further, I'm going to get some food. All right?
No. Let me get the food. Come on, calm down. It's my job. Let me do that.
Pigeni makofi if you're home, clap for Kaleche. Ata crew, pigeni Kaleche makofi tafadhali. I mean, you Kenyan men, let me tell you something. Independent women, successful women are not arrogant. In fact, they're just looking for a man who will take the lead. It doesn't mean that you have to earn more than her. As long as you show her that you're in control and you can take the lead, she will melt in your hands. She has spoken and said the only thing she's looking for is a man who will take control. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody will say, I'll take your car to the garage, not asking the woman, so what do we do here? And you're biting your nails. Shindwe, don't be a mumu. And so, guys, take control, and let's see how it's going to be. You see, she's a successful woman. Ameenda kuniletea chakula. Me being a Luya from Buhalalire, I love my food. You understand? So guys, Arnold, my brother Arnold Odhiambo, I see you, independent women, handbag, Kindle, iPhone, book, checkbook, ATM cards, business cards, L'Oreal, diary, KitKat. Independent women, KitKat. Wewe. All right, guys, so mi nataka nikule, enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. I also have, where is Juliana? Juliana needs to bring me, hey!
Now this house of yours doesn't have trays. Oh, why don't you have trays? This is why you need a woman in your life.
Can I show it here?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Chakula imeandaliwa. This food is in the Bible, the book of Genesis, in the beginning. That's for me.
This is for you.
Hey. Yeah.
And you might need.
All right, this is for so guys, you've heard that, serve. Some of you thought she can't serve, but anyway, let me see what the food at Ventana is. This fantastic. Let me tell you, let me give the winner. Who is the winner? Let me see. The winner is hey, Githuku wa Kehio. Alisema in the woman's handbag. My goodness, this guy is crazy.
Let me hear.
You will find makeup, which is standard.
100%.
Wipes.
100%.
And an iron box.
Oh, that's when you have lied. That is not a powerful woman.
This is the most creative answer. Understand?
But can I just say, an iron box is for people who don't have a home and don't intend to go back home soon.
Kama tujakula, simama hapo kwanza. Ebu inua hiyo kamera, inueni kamera sahi. Simama, wacha hata nikushikilie mkono. Men, please help the woman up. Kiati simama, mama nyagodhie, simama tu. Si ati uko juu ni nani? My bishop was telling, you're telling somebody uko juu ya nini? Shindwa. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to do some dance. And I did some investigation with my team, and I discovered that you've done 4 songs.
Yes, I mean, I love to sing. I think singing releases my soul. When I'm low, I sing. So yeah, I love to sing.
Can we dance? I love to dance. Juliana, where is Juliana? Give me some gifts. I had some gifts for you. When you come to the RB Live show, you just don't go like that. You know what I'm talking about?
See, now that's how a man treats a woman. You give gifts.
Yes. Thank you. This is a bookmark.
Oh, wow. Oh, and it has my
bookmark.
picture.
Can you see that properly?
Yay.
We have a bookmark here.
Yay.
That's for you as you're reading your book, your Bible. You can keep that.
This is beautiful.
And we also gave you this. Thank you for coming with your picture there.
Oh, this is so nice. Thank you so much.
That's how we roll here at the RB Live Show.
I love it. I love it.
But now what are you going to do? You're going to help me boogie.
Okay.
And then,
I dance. So
chicken is here.
Yeah.
Chicken is here, and hallelujah around chicken. I'm already sweating. My temperature is going all over the place. The chicken is telling me, Nicola.
Kwanza to dance.
Aya, sawa basi.
Nione kama uko na skills. Because man, I've been a dancer for long. Oh, and then they're playing my song.
Hapa tu.
Down deep inside of me, baby.
Nandaje?
Is it true? You've been on my mind and
I've been on your mind, eh?
Crazy.
Hapo nasikia kidogo.
Tonight. I need you at the most, kiuno ukishikilie. A little bit.
Kiuno ukishikilia.
Baby, usiachilie.
Siachili.
Niko pale most.
Tunachukua chakula sasa. Beadwood Suits. Thank you to Golden Pearl Properties. Thank you very much. Next week, we have another bumper show for you. But this time, I gotta say goodbye to some of you because my chicken. Nashikilia kiuno.
The RB Live Show, brought to you by Golden Pearl Properties on Beadwood Suites.